to this beat.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. And that's on YouTube. Obviously, that's on Instagram. Follow me on Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Oh, we got to go today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. Two of our very own has made WNBA rosters. They're on the team, y'all. They're on the team. And I don't know what the hell that Los Angeles Sparks was doing, waiting to the last minute to let everybody know that Sania Feagin made the team. I was a little dismayed. I was a little upset of just waiting. Just waiting. I didn't care for that at all. You got us waiting all these hours. Gonna have to be at 5 o'clock Eastern time, so that's what 2 o'clock, Western time. That's too long. That's too long for one of our queens to be waiting that long. But she is officially a Los Angeles Spark. And Te-Hina Pow is officially an Atlanta Dream. So in honor of those two players, in honor of those two Gamecock greats, we ain't did this in a minute, but we doing this right here. So if you're new to Captain Will, this is how we do. It's shot o'clock, so it's time to turn up. It's time to have fun. It's time to let loose. It's time to celebrate our Gamecocks on this day of making the WNBA. So get your drink of choice. Tonight it is some tequila, Raspada. I don't know how to say it right, but it's tequila. So celebrate whatever your drink of choice. It could be water. It could be, some orange juice. It could be some bright and early. It could be some ginger ale, whatever it is. Shot o'clock to our girls making the WNBA. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, we got a good one today. Whoa, we got a good one today. Y'all, so if we have to discuss, Te-Hina Pow first. I'm going to talk about her first. Te-Hina Pow not only made the roster, but she played tomorrow at 7:30, 8 o'clock, whatever it is. Make sure you check it out. Te-Hina Pow is in the rotation for the South Carolina women, for the Atlanta Dream. I expect her to play a lot tomorrow. I really do. I expect her to play very well tomorrow in the opening game. I mean, it's going to be a little bit jitters. It's going to be a little bit of that. It's going to be a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But at the end of the day, I expect her to play super duper extra. Jordan Canada's still out. So there are minutes to be had. And she was balling out this preseason. Now, we saw some players who were balling out during the preseason and they got cut. WNBA is still the toughest league to make, and it shows. It shows. That's why we have to celebrate. Other leagues, you don't really celebrate making a roster. You really don't. You don't celebrate. We ain't doing no shots up, for certain leagues if you make the actual roster because more opportunities for you to make. But for the WNBA, it's not as many opportunities. So we gotta get it in. We fit in with Pow making the Atlanta Dream, and with Sania Feagin, making the Los Angeles Sparks. Oh, man, can't wait for both of those players to show what they showed at South Carolina. Because here's the thing, y'all. You got a lot of players who played a lot throughout their college basketball season. Played a lot. Most, all conference. All these different things. And then you look at the South Carolina women's basketball team, we got, Sania Feagin, first year started. She ain't played no 32 minutes per basketball game. She ain't played no 35 minutes per basketball game. None of those things. But I love the way, like, when they did this cool video about her and you know, when it was telling her, you know, that she made the team. It was cool how they schedule all this stuff. And then Sania called her mom, and shout out to your mom, Sherry, and then called Dawn and everything. And what they said was basically is the right practice habits, communication on the floor, you know, and defense, obviously. All the things that make you a successful a young lady trying to make the WNBA. Practice habits. Defense. Sania Feagin was a pro playing basketball for the South Carolina women's basketball team. Now, she only averaged about 19, 20 minutes per game. This is the thing, right? So for all the recruits who are trying to decide on what team that you should go to, all of them, if you're trying to make that decision, that 40-year decision, and you're trying to say, okay, where can I go? Because then it was like, okay, I'm gonna go to this basketball team because I'm gonna get this NIL dollars, and I'm gonna get this amount of minutes, and I'm gonna be a star for this basketball team. Or you could go to the South Carolina women's basketball team and get multiple SEC championship challenge for championships, national championships consistently every year you're there, and prepare you for the WNBA. The proof is in the pudding. Now, Bree Hall didn't make the Indiana Fever, but I believe that there is a team that will pick her up, because you need somebody to play defense. And that is real talk. Why I'm surprised that Breezy Hall didn't make the Indiana Fever, because some players on their team don't play defense. We know that. We know defense don't sell tickets, but damn, can somebody play the defense? I mean, somebody at the guard position, can they play defense for Indiana? You telling me that Bree Hall, who played hella defense for head coach Dawn Staley, three-time national champions, could not get somebody? You couldn't give her 10 minutes to play a defense to lock somebody up? I don't understand those situations. But this is all about, on this day, this is all about pow pow. This is all about Sania Feagin. It's all about him on this day. But I got to deviate. I really do. Because it pissed me off when Letitia Meeher did not make the Golden State Valkyries. I'm not going to, I can't hide it. I can't hide it. Campbell can't hide it. It made me upset. You got a new team. Brand new team. I mean, yeah, you got all the fanfare and all this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, so Letitia Meeher can't make the Golden State team. Are they that deep that she can't make that squad? Hell no. They used the international flavor. International flavor when they built that team. There's no way that you can let a 6'4" baller veteran leave. I didn't get it at all. I didn't understand that. Some of them I understood. You know, I was, you know, I wasn't surprised by Haley Jones. I was not surprised by Haley Jones and being cut by the Atlanta Dream. I was not. You know, I watched both of the preseason games, and I watched last year, and I watched the year before last, and Haley Jones has not lived up to that ranking or pick that she was, you know, coveted. You go back to is it 2023 draft, WNBA draft, and I want to say it might be 7 or 8 picks of the top picks. 7 and 8 of the first 10 picks are no longer with the WNBA. Maybe 6. I think I'm misquoting myself. I think it's 6 people, 6 young ladies who are not on a roster in the WNBA, and these were the top 10 picks in that draft class. This is a tough league to make. They got to fix this. You cannot have a situation where you have so many quality super players who had names in college that are not in the WNBA. It upsets me. Thank goodness. Thank goodness there are 2 more teams that are going to be initiated, activated next year with Portland and Toronto, because it makes no damn sense to me. I don't get that. We need more roster spots on each team. We need 2 more. We need 14. We need 14. Now, I've been told that you're greedy, Captain Will, because you say we're 15. Well, I want 14. If I'm greedy at 15, then I'm gonna want 14. We gotta, because the talent level is high. We on an all-time high. Now, it's hard. And it's hard for these rookies to come in and take these veteran spots, because they've been there a long time and they've been playing, and they were stars in their own right. So it's hard to come in and say, I'm going to trust this rookie over this vet who's been there for 7-8 years. It's tough. But we need spots. We need spots. You want to grow the sport. We need some of these players in those spots. That's just a fact. You are closing the chapter on multiple players who are terrific named players in college, and they don't even get a chance in the WNBA. I know it's a hoopla with Deja Kelly, when she got cut from Las Vegas. But it should be hoopla for a whole lot of players. I mean, that was better than Deja Kelly. I'm just keeping it real. She was a good player. She wasn't a great player. I saw her at Carolina and Colonial Life Arena. Nah, it was just ugly. You put Raven Johnson on her and Malaysian football on her, it was a problem for one Deja Kelly sent all the way up to the West Coast, all the way over there. But shout out to our girls for making the WNBA. I can't wait for the season to start. And y'all better be watching too. You follow Captain Will, you better be watching the WNBA. You better be supporting these girls. You better be buying the merchandise. You better be doing everything for our girls. Every time there's a game on and there's a Te-Hina Power playing, you better be watching it. If you ain't watching it, you better be taping it, because I get ratings too. You better be watching Sania Feagin. I don't care if it's 10 o'clock, 10:30 on the East Coast. You better be watching it. You watch it, you record it, and watch it in the morning while you drink your coffee. It don't matter. Zia Cook, Aja Wilson, better be watching. Tiffany Mitchell, Ty Harris, you better be watching all our girls. Buy the merchandise. Get the jerseys. Get the hats. Get the socks. Buy Aja Wilson's A1s if you can. So important. So important. This thing came out. The ESPN's top 25 recruiting class rankings. Now, I don't get too caught up in the recruiting class rankings, if you will, because a lot of times it's subjective, but I just go, and ESPN be pissing me off sometimes. But I go by the numbers. I'm gonna try to be nice this year. Let me try to be nice this year. Captain, we're gonna try to mellow out this upcoming, upcoming season. Hell no, I'm not gonna mellow out. I'm gonna do what I do. But they have, and this is why all my LSU folks, they have a lot of LSU folks. Javon Jones, I'm calling you out, brother. I know you watching right now. I know you commenting. Hey, Javon, just me and you talking, right? Okay, just me and you. Stop putting crazy stuff in the chat. Okay? You are welcome to the cookout. But your invite will get downgraded. So you from the cookout, and you have to find some other podcasts to go hang out with LSU. But good and damn well that LSU don't have a podcast like your man Captain Will. So I'm just saying, just keep it classy. My brother, keep it classy. So LSU right now has the number 1 ranked recruiting class, according to ESPN. Now, I know the folks are saying, and even I saw a couple of various outlets that were saying that LSU should be the preseason number 1. Well, okay, first of all, you're wrong. Let me say that first off. But you got a little fuel though with number 1 ranked recruiting class. Then you got a couple of players. You got Malaysia Full Wiley. You got a couple players, Kate Koval, you know, you got a little nice player for East Carolina, post player. You all right now. I ain't gonna front. You all right. Number one, hell no. Hell no. No. We're not doing that. But back to y'all recruiting class. LSU number one, Grace Knox. She's number 6, forward in the number 6 ranked player, and is a really nice player. She's ranked, very high, and she's about 6'2", and she's nice. I ain't gonna front. Grace Knox is a baller, and y'all got a baller in that one right there. Sia Johnson, she's currently ranked number 10th in the class. A guard. She's nice. I wanted Sia Johnson on this basketball team. I did. I ain't gonna front. You can go back to when I was doing recruiting 6-7 months ago. I did a whole special about Sia Johnson. I wanted her on this basketball team a couple years ago. I saw the Under Armour Elite, and I thought she was legit. I thought she was really good. Y'all got her. And then you got Divine Burge. Divine Burge, a combo guard, ranked 24th. I wanted her too. There's a repetitive pattern with Captain Will in regards to a lot of the top players because I want them. I wanted them. I did. I had my wish list. I had a top 10 wish list. And y'all got 2 of them that I wanted on my wish list. Sia Johnson, Divine Burge. Now, Divine Burge didn't look. Her stock actually dropped throughout her senior year. But y'all got she's really nice. She got good size and she can handle the ball. Isabella Hines, she's another guard. She's ranked 32nd in this class. Y'all went guard heavy in this draft. And because you're going to be losing Flage, she's going to be gone. Malaysia's a rising junior. And real talk, I only think Malaysia going to do 1 year. I'm just saying. I think she's going to be gone after this year, and somewhere. But we'll address that stuff later, another time. And then you got Michaela Williams is a junior, so y'all got to replenish. But y'all had the number 1 ranked recruiting class. Next is Tennessee. And we'll do another shot because I just got it, Yeah, Tennessee. Tennessee ranked number 2. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Tennessee and the way they play, 5 in, 5 out, every 3 minutes coming, got new folks coming in, blah, 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 blah. Fast pace. They won some games with it, though. I'm not, and then sometimes it looked raggedy. It did. But y'all got the Pardo twins. Mia Pardo, ranked number 9, is a terrific basketball player. Y'all got a good one. Y'all have a good one in Mia Pardo. Maya Pardo, she's ranked 57. She's a good player. Obviously, ranked 57. You're a good player, but Mia Pardo is the class of y'all draft, of y'all recruiting cycle. Denia Prawl, she's nice. She's 17th ranked, a big guard. Jada Seville, 20th ranked. She's a big guard. Y'all got somebody, Lauren Hurst. She's a wing. She's 45th ranked. Prawl, Jada Seville, Mia Pardo are 3 exceptional players for y'all. In my mind, y'all recruiting class is better than LSU. And I say that because the way y'all play and the way y'all going to be, throwing them out there, and the way that Tennessee play is a carbon copy of how the Pardo girls like to run. So I think it works for y'all. I really do. I think it works for y'all. I'm going to be interested in seeing how Tennessee play against South Carolina this upcoming season, because they lost a lot too. But number 2 ranked recruiting class, Tennessee Volunteers. Number 3, Stanford. Okay, Stanford had a number 8 recruit, Haley Swain, guard, buckets. Number 12 is Laura Sumfaye, another forward. Alexandra Escamire, another forward. Those 3 players are terrific basketball players. 5-star recruits, McDonald's All-Americans, all the accolades, blah, 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 blah. And then this is what be tripping me out sometimes, because a lot of times ESPN goes for quantity versus quality, because they added a 85th ranked player, and then they added another 4-star ranked player, and who wasn't ranked in the top 100, and said that Stanford's ranked number 3 in the country. I beg to differ. Just saying. I just beg to differ. Number 4, and folks are like, this is Captain Will show, so South Carolina got to be here somewhere. So South Carolina has Agot McCurry, 6'1", 6th ranked player in the country. She was ranked 4th, and then she dropped number 6 in the last rankings. Wing player, going to do tremendous things for the South Carolina women's basketball team. And you got Ayla McDowell, Ayla McDowell, 6'2" player, 15th ranked forward in the country. And her stock got better and better throughout the season. Ayla McDowell was playing for Brazil against WNBA players. The girl's 17 years old, playing WNBA players. I think, and I'm biased, I'm just saying, those two players are going to be stars for the South Carolina women's basketball team. It might not happen this upcoming season. That sophomore season? Oh yeah. Because you got two players, and you got two of those players who can guard, who can shoot the three. That whole 3-and-D mess that I can't stand. 3-and-D. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like 3-and-D. I like all. I like all of them, every level. You got three players in the guard and Ayla who can guard and who can shoot the ball. Mid-range, attack, rebound, assist, defend, all the great things that a coach like Dawn Staley can mold like clay, mold like Play-Doh. My grandkids got in the carpet downstairs. That's what Dawn Staley's gonna do for those two players. Terrific. North Carolina is North Carolina building something, just like our Duke is building something. North Carolina building something too. They got the fifth ranked class. Their 13th ranked player is Nyla Brooks, a wing, about 6'1", 6'2". They got Talia Henderson. I think she's ranked 27th. She's another wing, and then they got a guard, 77th rank. I think her name is Tasia Quarez. They are building something. No, a lot of folks wondering, like, where's UConn number 6? UConn number 6. Duke in the top 10 as well. There's so much talent across the board for the South Carolina women's basketball team and in recruiting in general. It's not about quantity of players. It's the quantity of those players. And then, with that being said, keeping those players into the fold and not getting them to transfer. We just had a Southern Cal number 1 ranked recruiting class. Where they at? They're all over the place. They transferred out. They gone. What about UCLA class? Transferred out. They gone. So that stuff just goes away. It goes away. LSU, it's your job. Kim Mulkey, Gary Reedus, to keep them. Oh, they're going to be gone. But here's the thing, and I know this for sure. Sia Johnson, 10th ranked in the class, and Devon Burge, 24th ranked in the class, did not sign up to be LSU Tigers knowing that Malaysia Fulwiley is going to be on that team. They did not trust and believe. Because if that was the case, I guarantee you one of them would not be an LSU Tiger. They wouldn't. They thought they were going to come in and get some playing time. They ain't get no playing time like that because Fulwiley there, because Fulwiley going to get about 30 minutes. This thing is tricky sometimes, man. It is tricky. But you got to play it like Agot McCurr. Like, okay, Fulwiley's out. It might be some playing time for me now. It's really cool. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all the love that y'all are giving Captain Will tonight on a Thursday night. We had Mother's Day this past Sunday. Shout out to all the mothers. I know it's Thursday, but it's still shout out to all the mothers previously. My mama, I know you watching right now. My wifey Will, all my daughters, everybody who's a mother, and everybody. And it's just a blessing to be on here and talk and vibe with y'all about college basketball, South Carolina women's basketball. We don't play for 4 months. What is it, 4 months? It's May, June, July, August, September. No, 6 months. We play for a long time. But I'm gonna be here talking about it. Chuck Bailey, what is up, my guy? I almost drank that well, I don't, because I ain't got no more. That Shea cognac. Quick story, Chuck and I killed that joint. Killed it in Tampa. It was so nice. What's up, my guy? Pretty Ugly. Congrats, pal. I always knew she would, to the point I bought her jersey last week. Pretty Ugly. I got confirmation got confirmation about Powell. What's today? Today is Thursday. I would say probably Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? And I mean, but anybody who watched her play and watch, because this is the thing when you're watching those preseason games, this is the thing you got to watch. Because you got a lot of people get upset, like, oh man, scored 20 points and why they cut her, or scored 15 points and why they cut her. Here's the thing, man. You got to look at when they get their points and who they playing against. Real talk. You got to see what's the level of competition when they're playing. So if you are getting those points in the fourth quarter of a preseason WNBA game, but the players that you are playing against on that squad and in versus are players that aren't going to make the team, there is a legitimate chance that you're not going to make the team either. But when you came with Powell was the first or second player off the bench coming in. First game. That's what happened. If you'd in a preseason game where you got 14, 15 players on the team and you are the 12th, 13th, 14th player coming in the basketball game, odds are you're not making that team. If you are playing crunch time minutes in that fourth quarter game where the starters are sitting down, doing TikTok videos and planning what we're going to eat for dinner, odds are you're not going to play it. That is why I wasn't surprised with Deja Kelly. I wasn't surprised. She had the game-winning shot against most of the players on that. I would say damn near all the players on the court at that time when she hit that game-winning shot was not going to make the WNBA. Now, if she's making a game-winning shot with Aja Wilson on the court or Chelsea Gray on the court or Jackie Young on the court, then we had a conversation. But I wasn't surprised. That wasn't a surprise at all. Kaisha said, I'm so proud of my girls. I just hate that Bree got cut, but I know she will find a way. I know you cannot have a great defender like Bree Hall sitting and watching. I know folks are going to say Bree Bill was the same way. I believe that Bree Hall is a better player than Bree Bill. I'm just keeping it real. I think she can do more offensively than Bree Bill could do. Defensive wise, I would call her even. But offensive wise, I think that Bree Hall brought a little bit more to the table versus Bree Bill. Now, I thought that Bree Bill, and she tried to make it last year again, but it didn't work out. But I thought she would be more aggressive in trying to make the league, but it hasn't happened just yet. Bree Hall, there's a spot for her. Injuries are going to happen. Injuries going to happen, and we're going to be doing a show. Bree Hall has been signed to whatever basketball team because of injuries. There's a propensity now of so many injuries, leg injuries. It's crazy. I don't understand it. A doctor got to explain to your boy Captain Will, because I don't know what is going down with these horrific leg injuries for these ladies. And Cheyenne Sellers, who I liked as a basketball player, terrific player from Maryland. She wasn't healthy during the preseason. She got to get healthy, and then somebody will call her up, try to make that squad. But it was tough to watch at times during preseason because you could see her laboring. But she's a great player. Pauline Griffin, what's up, Captain Will? What's up, Pauline? How you doing? Hashtag Gamecock. Yes. You're right, sister. You're right. Yesha Williams, when you trust the process, you will have players who will produce. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The path that Bree and Sania Feagin took was a path that is not normal in college sports today. Most of those players would not sit and wait their freshman and sophomore year for Breezy Hall. They would be gone. In this NIL era, they out. Most players will not wait their freshman, sophomore, junior year like Sania Feagin did. Now, she played some, minimum minutes in her junior year. But her senior year is when she actually produced and put in work and got credit for the work that she had did and both of them got drafted. It's so hard to you put the onus on these scouts to really make these decisions because you watching players like South Carolina, who play their players, between 17 and 22 minutes per basketball game. And you got to analyze those 22 minutes, 21 minutes. You got to say, is it an equivalency of what that other player is playing 33, 34 minutes? Because the numbers aren't going to look the same. You're going to see those numbers. That's why I get so irritated with these all SEC teams, first and second team, and all American teams, first, second, third team. I get irritated because it's not a clean slate of material. It's just different because we are graded on those all SEC situations on a curve, or they should grade it on a curve, because our girls are never going to get the minutes and the numbers that a team like LSU. Malaysia Fulwiley is going to look like a superstar with LSU because she's going to get those minutes and she's going to get those shots and all those great things. But trust and believe, Malaysia Fulwiley at LSU will be the same player to a certain degree that she is in South Carolina. She's just getting the minutes and going to get the shots. So how do you quantify that? Because when the SEC preseason rankings come out, you're going to have Fulwiley, Fly J, and Michaela Williams on the first team. You're like, damn, how did that happen? How did that happen? Because of the minutes. Does that make them better than some of our guards from South Carolina? I don't think so. But just because of the minutes. So when you have those players like Breezy and Sania, and even Powell, she averaged close to 25 minutes a game, but she didn't average. You have a lot of players who got cut from the WNBA, who played 35, who played 10, in some cases 11 minutes per game more than Te-Hina Powell. Real talk. So you gotta, it's a tough job. That's why it's a tough job being the general manager of South Carolina women's basketball team, because I have to look at everything. I have to look at all the pieces. I got to analyze. I got to coordinate. I got to do all those different things. So we could have everybody in the 362, the 361 other basketball teams and coaches can understand the what we have in South Carolina. Depth matters. And you see that in the WNBA. Now, next year, like I said yesterday or day before yesterday, whenever it was, we're going to have 3 players projected to go into the first round. Ta'Niya Latson, Chloe Kitts, and Madina Okot. And I'm saying it right now. There's a possibility, because I believe Raven going to show her ass this year. I believe Raven is going to have the chance to be in either upper top second round or low level of the first round. We're going to ball out this year. In the WNBA draft, Captain Will would definitely be there. All things said and done, unless there's a watch party that I'm invited to. But I'm just saying. Raven's grandma, I'll let your boy. Hey, Katoya Miss Certified Addison. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Katoya Miss Certified, not Ms. Certified. This is going to say Ms. MZ Certified. Congratulations. It's just so great. And I told all the crews, ain't no love like Carolina love. I'm just keeping it real. It's different, y'all. Aaron said LA should be on a roster as well as Henny and Breezy too. LOL. I mean, it's so because then you go to the facts of like, and thank you for the comment, Aaron. You go to the facts of like who you cut. Letitia Amir, out of the 3 you just named, Letitia Amir should be on the roster. Make no mistake about it. She should be on the roster. If she does not make a roster, within the next month or so, she need to go overseas and ball out. Kiki, our girl Kiki, has been balling out overseas for years. She'll come back over, get a WNBA tryout, she'll make the team, or she'll get, or she'll be the last cut, or she'll stick with a team like she did with Las Vegas a couple of years ago. It's so tough. It's so tough. Henny, from what I've been seeing, Henny has been balling ever since, she been cut. Atlanta Dream, that whole, see, this is the thing, right? Henny would fit in well with this brand of basketball that they running with Atlanta, with this coach from Florida Gulf Coast. That is ideal for her. She don't shoot a lot of threes of that, but they playing at quick pace, and Henny can get to the basket. That previous coach, oh, hell no. Natural Girl, WNBA League Pass is on the $35 support. Natural Girl, you absolutely right. $35. for all the games. What kind of deal is that? That is crazy. That is crazy. You watch all the games. Not only can you watch all the games, if you miss a game, because, I'm still in the era of recording stuff. I got my DVR and I still got my regular cable and I see the guide. I haven't converted all the way over yet. I haven't converted over to the digital side completely. I stream because I got a whole bunch of streaming services, but I just haven't. But with the WNBA app in the past and everything, the games that come on tomorrow, if you working, it's cool. Just turn your phone off or turn your alerts off, and you get off work, you can rewatch the games, man. And they're not gonna show the scores. You know what I'm saying? So you can still watch the games. It's really cool. Y'all need to invest in that. You're for the Gamecock fans, because you don't have to be all in on WNBA, but you are all in for South Carolina women's basketball team. That goes with South Carolina. That goes on with with LSU, UConn, all of them. All of them are watching right now. So you just watch your girls. And then you will automatically become a fan of the WNBA. Those are the facts. Jesse Roos, so happy for Sania. So happy. Yesha Williams, Don is sure those players are prepared mentally and physically. This is my fear. And Ms. Williams, you're absolutely right. This is my fear for some of the players who leave South Carolina. Sania Rivers, she made the Connecticut roster. That's great for her. Terrific for her. Shalasia Cooper, whenever she's eligible, hopefully she makes it. Full Wally is a rising junior. I hope she makes it. I hope. But it's just the massaging, the mental toughness that you gotta have to play for Dawn Staley is real. If you believe in the process, if you believe in what is going to eventually get you, you will be in the WNBA. And you will be a terrific player. And you will, more likely than not, make the roster. Sania Feagin, similar defensive principles that they're doing in Los Angeles. Same thing that Powell said in Atlanta. Similar. That's not by mistake. It's really not. Look at the players. And I don't want to do like a whole LSU versus South Carolina, but look at the players from LSU versus the player from South Carolina and the players the longevity of those players playing in the W. It's completely different. Completely different. Dawn Staley prepares these players to go to the WNBA. In my humble opinion, Kim Mulkey does not. She had a generational talent with Angel Reese, who was recruited by Maryland, and Brenda Freeze, who left there and Mulkey was blessed by her presence. Anissa Morrow, DePaul, 2 years, left there and Mulkey was blessed by her presence. What if Mulkey didn't get those two players? What if Reese stayed in Maryland? What if Anissa Morrow stayed? If she stayed in DePaul, who would be in the WNBA for LSU? Who? I'll wait. Still waiting. That's the difference. That's the difference. Darren Garcia is so proud of our young women, and Bree will get a shot. Trust and believe. Chuck Bailey said Breezy will get scooped up. Staley built it. Yeah, you're right, brother. Karen Richardson. Hey, fam. Natural girl, Sania walked in faith. Connecticut used Bree. I ain't lying about that. You got some facts on down right there. You got some facts. They could use her. They really could. They got some young guns, though. They got some young guns. I'm curious to see how those things work with Connecticut and all these different things. Sania Hall. Y'all might have heard of Sania Hall. Sania Hall is the #1 ranked player in the class of 2026. Sania Hall recently came to the University of South Carolina for a visit. You know, y'all saw the pictures, y'all saw the Instagrams, y'all saw the TikToks, y'all saw all those great things that Sia Hall was doing. When we talk about a player like Sia Hall, you're discussing about a player that's 6'2", can play guard or forward. She's originally from Ohio. Okay, I think it's called Lorain, Ohio, but she plays basketball for the powerhouse school Mount Bird Academy in Florida. Y'all might have heard of her teammate. Her teammate is Agot McCurr. That is her teammate. That was her teammate. Agot McCurr is now a South Carolina Gamecock, but she played alongside Sia Hall. Sia Hall is unequivocally the best player in the 2026 class. I love me some Kate Harpering. I love me some JJJ. We're talking about Jordan Jackson. I love me some McKenna Willisco. I love me some Big O. It's so many players in that class who I love. But the top of the top, Olivia Edwards, got to talk about her too. The top of the top is Sia Hall. She is incredible. Incredible. Now, you know, sometimes with the stats, it is what it is because everybody dominates, you know, in high school. If you're an elite player, you're going to put up elite stats. Now, she got you 20 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals. But what was cool with Mount Bird is they don't play that regular old schedule, okay? They play a national schedule, okay? They play for the high school national championship and got upset by, I think it was IMG Academy. So I saw her play alongside Agot McCurr. The girl is outstanding. If she becomes a South Carolina Gamecock, and obviously this is down the road. I ain't gonna say way down the road because you got some players who are gonna be making some commitments this summer. Late this summer, you're gonna see Maddy committed at the Under Armour Elite in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, Atlanta, Georgia. That was in August, 2 years ago. Okay, so you might have a situation where Sia Hall could do some early commitments. Now, if she become a Gamecock in class of 2026, because we know, because this is, because y'all know I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited about Sia Hall. I'm getting excited. I'm trying to hold down my enthusiasm for Sia Hall because we're losing so much from this team next year. So we losing Raven Johnson, Ta'Niya Latson, gone. Chloe Kitts, gone. Okay. Madina Okot, gone. Maryam Dauda, gone. Ashton Watkins, probably gone. That's a whole lot. So you have an opportunity to get a player like Sia Hall, the number 1 player in the country, 6'2", play guard or forward, play, let's call it the wing. Oh my God. To go along with Joyce Edwards, Tessa Johnson, ooh, Maddy McDaniel, ooh, Ayla McDowell, Agot McCurr, Adhel Tac. Oh, I'm just sweating. I'm just sweating. It could be the tequila though. It could be. I ain't got no more. But it's Thursday night, so we're gonna add some more to the mix. But she is special. She is a special basketball player, and she would change the game for the South Carolina women's basketball team if we get the services of her. Now, I mentioned that Raven going to be gone, and Maddy will take over those reins, if you will, during her junior year. But you're going to need another point guard, Kate Harper. I'm calling on you. I'm calling. Come on into South Carolina. Come on in, Kate Harper, Sia Hall. Come on, there's time. There's opportunity to play. Gary Reedus can't come out and say, "Oh, you're gonna be sitting for 2 years at South Carolina because of all the talent they got." No. After this 2026 class, we got some openings at the factory. The Dawn Staley factory got some openings, and Kate Harper and Sia Hall can come right on in and get ample playing time for the South Carolina women's basketball team. Olivia Edwards. I'm calling all of them out. I'm going hard in the paint. This ain't no time for Captain Will to sit up and be passive because the 2026 class is going to be sensational for the South Carolina women's basketball team. Okay? So we're going to talk about this for a long time because I believe we're going to get some ballers on this team for that 2026 class. I'm marking it down right now. This is May 15th at 1944. South Carolina women's basketball team will have the #1 ranked recruiting class this time next year. And Captain, we're going to be talking all about it. Okay? We will have the #1 ranked class. It's going to be, I'm saying right now, we have 4 ballers coming to this basketball team, and we will be the #1 ranked recruiting class. And I ain't talking about, quantity versus quality. I'm talking, we will have 4 players on this basketball team in the class of 26 that will be all ranked in the top 20. I'm calling it right now. Review the tape next year. We're going to have some ballers. Trust and believe. Adam Ritter said, I'm so happy for Feagin. Hall should have made a roster. What's up, my guy? Michelle Malone, I can't wait to watch both Powell and Feagin play. It's just exciting. Now I got to get I already got Powell's jersey on the way, and I got to get it before they play. Okay? I got to order a Sania Feagin jersey. Just keeping it real. That's how it goes. And shout out to Powell's family. What's up, y'all? Oceanside in the house. Tofi, be seeing you soon. Tahari, be seeing you soon. Mona, be seeing you soon. Janet, be seeing you soon. Can't wait. Robert, some of those old players need to retire. Stop, Robert. What the hell are you talking about? Some of the old players need to retire. What the hell are you talking about? Need to retire? It's a job. And what's old? Robert, I don't know what you do, but do you need to retire? Will you working? Somebody know we got a 20-year-old. Damn, I need to retire. No, the best players going to play. If the best players are veteran players, then they're going to play. That ain't no. That's we're going to retire because there ain't enough spots. No. So that's like, okay, bet when we get new recruits, we got Maddy McDaniel. So Powell should sit. That's the same logic you using. Okay, so you can't, if you are better, and those women are better because they've been doing it longer, then they got the spot. Because here's the thing about the WNBA. Everybody's good. Everybody was a top recruit in high school. Everybody was a top player in college, either in the United States or overseas. They are all good. What they have over these players are experience and more experience. Now, we got players who played 4 or 5 years in college. That is terrific. Much different than the players in college for men's basketball, who's supposed to be life changers when they get to the NBA. But you got more tape because I'm still waiting. If we talk about NBA, I'm still waiting on the high draft picks on our basketball team, the Charlotte Hornets, to do something other than get hurt. Please drink some milk, do something. But if you will, this is the opportunity for the WNBA to fix it. They need more spots. They don't have enough. We playing what's the game? What's the thing called? Musical chairs. You ain't got enough chairs for these ladies to have a seat. That's why you got to create seats. You do. You got to create seats. Same thing we'll be having in the NBA. If you only had 12 roster spots, think about it. So if the NBA had 12 roster spots instead of 15 roster spots, and then you can have 2 players in additional, who's a two-way player or whatever the hell they call it. So you're basically talking 17 players on each NBA team. That's 5 more players than every WNBA team. In addition to the NBA having 30 teams, okay? WNBA ain't nowhere near that amount. So that's why it's so tough. The talent level for the WNBA is far greater than the talent level. If you're doing apples to oranges, the WNBA talent is far greater than the NBA talent that's coming out in that draft in next month. Way different. You're talking about the NBA is counting no freshmen to come in and produce. Let's keep it real. But WNBA got grown ass women who coming in to produce. It's just not enough spots. Natural girl. Sometimes God has to take you 2 steps back to elevate you where you're supposed to be. Bree will be fine. That's all right. That is so right. That's all right. Because you never know. You never know what God got in store for you. Now we're gonna turn this to religious now. Hallelujah. But we just gotta keep it real. We just gotta keep it real. You don't know what your steps are ordered. We have no idea. You have no idea what's going on. So everything, I've had so many setbacks in my life, personally, professionally, and you never know. You just never know what's going to happen down the road. What I do know is that Bree Hall graduated college in 3 years. What I do know is Bree Hall was an amazing academic talent and an athletic talent. She's raised she got a great family and great parents and all that. She has that foundation to be great at whatever she wants to be. Trust and believe that. Will it be WNBA? Will it be overseas? Will it be, it's so many different things that this young queen can do. And I'm just looking forward to the future to seeing what happens with her. So great. So great. Chicago Cheetah. LSU fans love you, Captain Will. There's no smoke against you. Chicago Cheetah. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. I love the banter with LSU. It's cool. It's great, especially during the season. But it's all love because it's just barbershop talk. Nobody get mad with Captain Will about talking about whatever. I'm just keep it real. LSU got a great team. When LSU plays South Carolina and we go to LSU, it's going to be electric. It's going to be unbelievable. As soon as those tickets go on sale, it's going to be sold out. That's going to be sick. That environment going to be crazy. And LSU got a crazy fan base, and they got a talented team. I ain't going to sit them in front. LSU probably will be a top 3 ranked team in the preseason rankings come out in the fall. They got a real talented team. Michelle Calhoun just got a pair of Asia shoes. Ooh, you showing off. Michelle, you showing off now because I ain't got my wife them yet. You showing off. I got to get them, though. Got to get them. Wishful thinking, I bagged the blue Asia. Them things are sick. Those blue Asia Wilson shoes are sick. I want me some. It would go great with my Rebel ATL jersey with number 2, pow, pow. Wishful thinking, you right. You right. When because I know they're gonna be doing buses, from Columbia or Charlotte or wherever to go see Pow Pow play in Atlanta. Now that arena is small, so you can get your tickets early. 3,000 people or something. But she gonna be playing at State Farm Arena when good old Indiana Fever comes stomping in. Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, DeWanna Bonner. Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But Pow. This is the thing, man. Pow Pow and Sania Feagin are so used to playing in front of 16,000, 17,000 fans because that is normal. That's a Thursday night at the Colonial Life Arena. You got some of these women who ain't never played no crowds like that. Consistently, Carolina plays in front of at least 15,000 fans every single game. That is crazy. You know who can't get 15,000 fans? The Charlotte Hornets. They cannot, because Charlotte sucks. And that's my team, so I talk about them. Which Chicago Cheetah, South Carolina Gamecocks are going to be great. Yeah. And thank you again, Chicago Cheetah. Carolina's going to be great. Going to have a great team. Going to go far. We'll be in the Final Four. It's going to be a terrific season for South Carolina. But with that being said, I'm going to do a show breaking down the SEC. The SEC going to be deep once again with South Carolina and Texas and LSU and Tennessee. It's going to be so much fun again this upcoming season. I just can't wait. Can't wait. We got a long time. But to get us through it, this is WNBA. WNBA. We'll make, and I saw this right here. Because right now the women play 44 games. Play 44 games. And that's the most games that the WNBA has ever played. So it bleeds into October. I read something today that they're trying to increase it. And it'll probably be in the collective bargaining agreement to increase it to 50 games. More games mean more money. Okay? More money mean more exposure. If it bleeds into 50 games, you got the playoffs, the championship, and all that good stuff. You're going to be going into November, which goes into the college basketball season. Is that a problem? In my eyes, it's not. But you have the situation where the college basketball season is so long, so you already got the WNBA draft 2 weeks after the Final Four. Now everybody don't make the tournament and go deep in the tournament, but just saying the top players that are being drafted into the WNBA normally have long runs into the NCAA tournament. No break, really. Was that a reason that Georgia Moore got hurt, tore ACL? Don't know, but she's out for the whole season with the Washington Mystics, okay? But if you play if you start the season, and we're talking about the college basketball season, you start the season in November, you play into April, okay? That's what Carolina did. You got the WNBA draft 2 weeks after that, and then you playing all the way again through, let's say the second week in November. That's a long-ass season. It really is. That is a long season. That's a lot of wear and tear on the bodies because there ain't no break. There's literally no break for these women. They ain't. If you play college basketball, you're going to hit that quote-unquote rookie wall somewhere during the season. But like for me, if you're going to extend, so this is the thing. This has got to be a negotiation thing. And Nneka Ogwumike, who's the president of the Player Association for WNBA, those things got to be addressed in the collective bargaining agreement for these young women. If you extend the season to 50 games, okay, you gotta put some extra roster spots. When the NFL expanded the season to 17 games, they added more practice players. You got to do the same thing for the WNBA because you cannot have these players playing that many games on top of that long college season and expect them to be injury-free. And you're going to have teams that's going to be end up having about 8 players on the roster. That ain't right. No. We need 14 to 15 roster spots for every WNBA team starting next year. You got 16. That's the goal. 16 teams. We had 12. We had 12. Now you got 13. You had to go to state. You got 13 teams. You get 2 more next year, Toronto and Portland. That 15 teams. That following year, we're supposed to add 1 more. I've heard Nashville. I've heard, please bring the Charlotte Sting back. If I get word that the Charlotte Sting is going to be a WNBA team, I would fork over. I know my wife is, baby. I will fork over courtside seats to see the Charlotte Sting in a layaway plan. But I would do it. I'll be the first one to do it. It got to be layaway, okay? But that's what's going to happen. We need that. Then you have 16 teams. And then at that point, we're fine for about 4 or 5 years. 5 years, we'll be fine. And then you add more teams. But we got to do something. We got to do something about it. My internet acting crazy a little bit, so I'm probably getting a little spotty. It's telling me that I need to end the show. That's what it's telling me. It's saying I need to end the show. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the show because I don't want to be spotting up for the folks, especially for the new ones who've been watching Man Captain Will. But I'm going to hold the questions I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to hold the questions until we do another show tomorrow or Saturday. And I'm gonna start back. Oh, now I'm doing my little monologue saying I'm gonna get off, and then they fix. See, that's how Spectrum be pissing me off, man. Spectrum and that be like tripping. It be tripping sometimes. So we just continue on. Robert Arrington. Hey, Cap, how's it going? I really believe that our three times to the tree. Take him to the woodshed. Get an old-fashioned beating. I was telling two of my grand that was over to the house. We had like a belt. I had a belt that's sitting around. It was like, and I popped the belt. I was like, yeah, like Kobe Jr. Yeah, Papa, as they say. Papa used to get beat with belts like this. Their faces look like, yeah, my parents used to beat me too. It was normal. It was the South. It was country. That was normal behavior. Mystical accent. Cap, stop gaslighting these NBA. Let me go back. Mr. Gulak said, Cap, stop gaslighting these Gamecock women's basketball fans. Tennessee beat UConn, lost to UConn twice by 20 points. So, what do I mean? So by so you saying Tennessee better than South Carolina? I'm confused. Tennessee beat UConn. UConn shot 32% from the field, shot horrific. Sarah Strong had 6 turnovers. Tennessee played their best game of the season. UConn played their worst game of the season and lost. But also, did AZ Fudd play much that game? I'm just saying. Look it up. UConn was a better team. UConn was better than everybody this past season, including South Carolina. I mean, ain't nothing to say. What happened this year? UConn lost a lot. Paige Beckers is the truth. She's the truth. Caitlin Chen, the truth. She got cut from the WNBA today too. You know, they got Sarah Williams. They got another transfer. They got a couple of solid players in the recruiting cycle, but come on now. Jonathan McQueen. Hey, Captain Will, ready to turn the page in the transfers and drama, ready for the season to start. Let's get another natty. Brother, you are so right. Let's get that natty. A lot of stuff in transfer portal. I think Carolina, it's subjective, but I think Carolina got top 3 in the transfer portal or something. It's so weird because we only got 2 players, but the 2 players we got, that's a set of players. And number 1 on the transfer portal list was Ta'Niya Latson, who led the country in scoring with 25.3 points per game, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, shot 34% from 3, averaged almost 3 steals per basketball game. Average 7.8 free throw attempts per basketball game, shooting 82%. I could just go on and on talking about this young lady because she is going to be a straight up beast for the South Carolina women's basketball team. I'm just keeping it real. I'm going to talk about her every day during the season. I'm just letting you know right here. And when she scored 30 and let everybody know, I'm going to be leading the charge, leading the cheers. Shirt might come off. Never know. Might get escorted out the arena. Never know with Captain Will sometimes. It might happen. We just stay tuned. Ernest Brand said the low top sneakers is causing these injuries. It don't happen with the men. It don't happen as much with the men. Is it different? All I'm saying is, and I'm talking about Charlotte. LaMelo Ball had bad ankles since he got here at Charlotte. He'll be wearing low tops. You wear ankle braces. You have your ankles wrapped. Jason Tatum just tore his Achilles. We got the girls getting ACL injuries. Ashlyn Watkins, that wasn't the shoes. Got an ACL injury. Or in a knee. Juju Watkins. Same difference. They ain't got nothing to do with the shoes. Nothing to do with the shoes. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna close it out. Hour and 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Then we'll close it out. I think we have some fun tonight. I did like a shot and a half, 2 shots, and because 2 shots, we celebrating our girls. WNBA season starts tomorrow. Talk about either tomorrow night or Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, whenever it's going to happen. Because we're going to talk about our girls. We're going to celebrate our girls. If nobody else will celebrate our girls, we're going to celebrate our girls, okay? For the new folks who tuned in tonight, thank you. Make sure you share. Make sure you tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell whoever about Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Because you're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.